Good morning, this is Tom with the Tractor Rescue Ranch. I'm back to work on this 14T John Deere Baylor, and thanks to some comments from my last video where I put these rollers in there, one of the comments was to just weld that thing in there so you don't have to press it in there and ruin that turning. So I tried that and it worked real good. I didn't see a reason to weld all the way around, so I just welded a good spot on there and then ground it down, and that roller's rolling fine there. So I've got both of these rollers working like they're supposed to, so I'm going to put them in. But I have noticed I've got this apart. I think I may have solved what's wrong. These discs here, I noticed that they're different. And I also noticed that one of them was on top and the other one was on the bottom, and this knotter that's working, it's the other way around. So somebody in the past pulled this thing apart and they got those discs in there incorrectly. So I'm really hopeful. That makes a lot of sense to me, that that's what my problem is. I'm really hopeful that that'll do it. So I am going to switch these the way this other knotter is, and hopefully between that and them rollers I'll have this thing working. Well, it's all back together. Got those discs down there switched over like this other side, and got the string strung through it. So I'm going to go fire up the John Deere 60 and hook it up to it and see if we can stuff some hay through it and make those knotters tie. Okay, look at this. I put about 20 bales through. I just did them short so that they didn't, I could tie more knots with it, and it tied every knot just perfectly. So we solved the riddle finally. I'm sure this is what it was. Somebody in the past had taken those discs out and they got the disc. There's 2 discs on this side. They got the wrong one back in first. And so that's probably the reason that I got this machine so cheap, is because that they couldn't get it to tie. Somebody had it apart, put it together wrong, and couldn't get it to tie, and so that's the reason it was sold to me so cheap. But I am excited. Boy, these knots are just perfect, and it hasn't missed a lick since I did this to it. So I'm excited for next spring now to put some decent hay through it. This stuff has been built and rebuilt here so many times. It's so dried out that it's not making very good bales. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run up here and open up that big bale and stuff that through it, because it's just too hard for me to feed those big bales with to the goats in there taking them big pieces in. So I'm going to go run up there and feed that big bale through it and see what it turns out. But I think we got the problem solved. Okay, for those of you that have been watching this series on this 14T Baylor, it's nice to finally have some closure on it. So if I'd have been a better John Deere mechanic, I'd have probably figured that thing out a lot quicker, but it's sure nice. This thing's tying just right now. Just been putting some more of this hay through it. These bales, they're coming out kind of a little bit loose, but that's probably to be suspected is rebaling this old hay that's been sitting. But it's pretty decent bale here. That's probably a 60-pound bale right there. Being dry hay, I think if you get into cutting or baling some hay that is on the just fresh in the windrows, I think it might do a pretty dang good job. I did miss one knot on it, and that's probably not that unusual to do something like that, to miss a knot when you're throwing all of this inconsistent stuff through it. But it just went right back to tying after that one knot I missed. So I think it's fine. I think it'll work good. So looking forward to haying season next summer. And thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.